Feel free to pop up onto the screen so I can see you if you feel comfortable doing so. If you don't worry about it. Just make sure that that red slash is to that video camera. But like I said, today is going to be like old school work. I'll probably start off with a few squats, maybe, we'll see, and then we'll hit the ground. So plates, bands, nothing, everything's timed. So enjoy today's workout. All right, guys, 1 minute to go before we say goodbye to the old glutes and welcoming into the new ones. So for those who are just entering into the workout, welcome to Muscle Works. My name is Lisa. I'm going to be taking you through for the next 30 minutes. For today, we're strictly going to be focusing on your back end. So I hope you enjoy this workout today. Everything's going to be timed, so not necessarily repetition, but what you can do in that period of time. Each movement will be stacked one over another. So we're going to continuously keep focusing on different areas of the glutes, and hopefully you enjoy what we're going to be feeling. If you are going to use any equipment today, you might use a light plate, a small dumbbell, a resistance band, or even nothing. Use your body weight because it's just as beneficial. So let's get started. We're going to get you planted in a mid-stand squat. If you're going to be using a band today, you're going to wrap it around the top of your thighs, right above the knee. And that's children in the background. We are going to get you guys started. So let's get started with a nice, easy warm-up. If you're using your band, bring your band up. If you're not using anything at all, that's perfectly fine. Take your feet outside your hips, everybody. I'm taking my band above my thighs, or onto my thighs above my knees. Feet are going to come outside the hips, lift up to the chest, anchor your feet down into the floor. As you can tell, I'm using no shoes today because I know what's coming ahead of me. So feet outside, and let's squat down and up. Sit your hips back and down. Keep the chest proud, and just start to feel the warmth in the hips. As you bend your knees, you're going to start engaging the glutes and thighs by squeezing at the top of the range. As you sit down, your glutes are going to stop right above your knee. Perfect. You can take this as fast or as slow as you need. You're doing amazing. You're going to take it to a double. You're going to pulse it down on the bottom right here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and rise. Again for 4, 3, 2, 1, and rise. Again, sit back and down. Now, as we're sitting our hips back and down, we are going to drive those knees out over that second and third toe. Pushing down strongly through the legs, pushing the floor away as you stand. Good. We have 2 more. Last one. Slowly rise up, give a little shake, get ready. We're going to travel to your right. Your right. So we're going to travel 2 squats in 4, 3, 2, 1. So we squat, squat, now pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Step wider every time, but nothing wider than your shoulders. And again. The knees and toes are going to follow each other. So keep the knees pushing out so you can start working and feeling the warmth of the outside of the glutes. One more time. Pulse it down. and raise it up. Shake it out, everybody, because here it goes. Now the glutes are broken up into 3 sections. We have gluteus maximus, gluteus and medius. So what I want you to do is lay down on your right side, face me. If you're using a piece of equipment today, maybe a band, I'm going to show this with a band option. You're going to do some clams. So you're to support yourself, elbow under shoulder, hips forward, legs are going to be stacked on top of each other. Lift up to the core, lift up through your chest, brace your core. Now you're going to keep your feet together. The top knee is going to lift up like so, and then lower down. Lift up and lower. Lift up and lower. So all we're doing is opening and closing. Perfect. If you have that resistance band on you, you're automatically going to start feeling that burn depending on the level of resistance that you have, and that is going to be awesome. If you feel that that's too much, just take your foot out and continue with the move. If you're using a plate or dumbbell, that would actually be placed above the knee, about 3 inches, right in the middle of the outside of the thigh, and you're going to push that down against the leg to create extra tension. So these are the 3 options that you have: band, plate, or body weight. Perfect. We have about 15 more seconds here with whatever decision you are using for today's workout. As you push that knee back, you squeeze the outside of the glutes. Perfect. In 5 seconds, 4 seconds. We're going to lift that leg off the ground or off the foot, extend the toe, pull the heel in. Extend the toe, pull your heel into the hamstring and glute. Now, that knee is still stacked over that bottom knee. You're holding your chest lifted, and the upper body is not moving here. We are just here to hang out. If this is getting too exhausting for you, you can always lay down, bring your front arm towards me, and you can rest your head in a pillow position. Either way, whatever's best for you. Keep it going. So this is our second exercise. So we're going to be here. As you kick, you pull in, creating tension. Kick and pull in. If you have that resistance band, your legs may not be stacked. Your legs will be stacked, but they may not be as open as this. The third move is going to be a tap down. So we're going to point the toe. Make sure you're on your bottom hip. You're going to tap to the front and lift up. Tap to the front, lift back up. Down, lift. So you're basically reaching to the corner of your mat, front of you. Perfect. That leg is long and straight, and you're keeping the contraction on the glute, and you're squeezing the muscles of your leg. Keep that toe pointing, and we're going to take it from center to the back. So we're going to go from the back corner back up to that starting position. Keep breathing and hold it out. And we're going to create circles, small circles to the front. So we don't want to go very high here. The leg does not want to go higher than the hip. Perfect. Now, as you're circling small, the toe is pointed. And you're going to keep tracing that same size circle for the next 10 seconds. If you need to flex your foot for any reason, go right ahead and stretch it out. That's totally cool. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Let's stretch it out. Now, for those who are on camera that I can see, you can give me a thumbs up to make sure I know you're okay. Good, good, good. Thank you very much. Well, that feels kind of good. Welcome, welcome side. And let's go to the other side. If you're using your band, bring it in. We're going to start with the clam. All right. We're working the top part of that booty cheek. Lift up through the chest, anchor through the elbow, forearm on the floor, and open and close. Great work.
So I really want to make sure my feet are glued here. If I have that resistance, I'm keeping it above my knee. No pressure on the knee, of course. And as I kick my knee back, I really want to try to open that clam a little bit more. If you are fatiguing out, it's okay to take off that resistance and keep doing that same movement. But I want you to keep squeezing that tush. Now we are here for 20 more seconds. So opening and closing at your own pace. Beautiful. In 3, 2, we're going to hold it up. Point, pull back. Extend, pull in. Extend, pull in. Okay? Good job. Check out your knees. Knees are stacked. Nice opening between the knees. The heel coming back towards the hamstring and glute. As I push out, I squeeze the top of my leg as I point my toe. Keeping that nice length. Remember, if the upper body's not staying in a strong position, go on down, lay down, put that little pillow arm underneath your head. You have 20 seconds here, and then we're going to focus on tapping our foot to the front corner of our mat. All right, team, hold it out. Keep those smiles on. It's time to tap and lift to up to a neutral position. Tap to the front, pull back up. Tap to the front, pull back up. Now you may not be able to touch the floor, and that's okay. You may not go up that high, that's okay. Whatever your leg can do at this time, whatever your glutes are telling you can do, go for it. You have 5 seconds before we go back to the back leg and lift it up. Now tap back, pick up. Tap back, pick up. Tap back, good. This leg does not want to move that well, up and down. Ooh. Ooh, I'm just gonna breathe here. I'm doing good. Are you guys doing good? Just keep breathing. Woo, boy. Ah. We're gonna take this in 3, 2, and 1. Hold it and circle. If you need to stretch, go right ahead. Take that time to stretch. Get right back into those small circles once again. Hips are gonna be stacked forward, lengthening through that top leg, nice and strong here. You're doing awesome. Now we're gonna hang on to this move for another 10 seconds. Even if you're struggling, stretch it out if you need to, whatever you need to do. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it up and wrap it around. My right side does not like me very much. One of my weaker sides, and it's okay to have a strong side and a weak side. We want to balance that out. So this is a really great way to see what areas of improvement that we need to do. All right, let's remove and let's get started. Again, we are going to bring our legs forward to the screen. We're going to make ourselves into the letter L. Tip ourselves down. This top arm could be anchored, and the legs are going to be together, stacked on top of each other, and you're going to flex your toes towards the screen. So my chest is looking at my toes. You're going to take your top leg and you're going to lift it up. Nice and simple. Good. So we have that open and closed feeling. Now we're going to start feeling this one, not so much in the top region of the glute, but more on the outside area. Okay. So I want you to really flex your foot towards the screen, pull your toes into your chest. I need to make sure I'm watching the clock. Good. We're going to do a combination move next for 30 seconds. You're going to point your toe, pull your knee. Point your toe back, pull your knee in. Okay, so there's distance between my knees. I point, stacking my knees, Pull my knee to my chest as I flex my toe. Perfect. So we're looking for 3 more seconds. And now take this knee and just crunch it into your chest. If you need to bend that bottom knee a little bit, you can, but otherwise, try to keep it nice and straight. So this little pulsing move, you're gonna start feeling on the outskirts, bottom skirt of that glute. In 10 seconds, we're gonna switch sides. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, wrap it around. Actually, we're gonna do a different stretch this time. You're gonna cross the leg over and push that knee slightly down to the floor. Whew. All right, time to work that other one. So after you get done stretching, find yourself back towards me, flexing your toes, sitting up through the chest. You're gonna tip and make that letter L. Stacking those legs on top of each other, flexing the toes towards the screen, and we are ready to take off. Top leg is going to lift up and down. Now we're not going high, okay? We're gonna stay low here. So that foot's only coming up to hip height. When it comes down to your foot, it never touches. It's just hovering and just moving in a range of anywhere between probably 3 to 6 inches. Hold that leg up, combo, to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. Perfect. Keep breathing through. It really helps if you can just relax by using your breath within the body, especially when things start to burn or feel uncomfortable or when we start getting fatigued. We're gonna take it, we're gonna bring that leg to the front and we're gonna pulse it in for 30 seconds. Hold it here, keep the range small, excellent, and keep that foot flexed. Good, foot is parallel to the floor, excellent. And we're gonna keep the distance between the top leg and the bottom leg by a few inches as well. Keep it going. You have 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, cross it over. I'm really proud of you guys. You're doing a great job. You should definitely start feeling something on the outskirts of those glutes. All right, so now we're gonna start taking our focus to the under part of the glute and into the inner part of the glute. So let's go onto our hands and knees. Take your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are gonna be directly underneath your hips. The back is gonna become nice and flat, so your abs are gonna be braced, so that way you can support your lower back. You're gonna take the leg closest to me. You're going to extend it straight back. Square your hips to the floor. So if you feel your hips opening, square them down. Point your toe, anchor down into the arms, and we're going to lift this leg nice and easy down and up. Now, as you're here, I would like you to flex your toes. So you are going to be driving this move up with your heel towards the ceiling. The foot is pushing towards the wall that it's facing. Your toe will slightly brush the ground before you come back up. Even out the pressure of the arms, so you have great control and balance here. And you can also feel your abdominals being contracted because it's holding you up on a 3 post. Now we are going to go for 30 more seconds on this exercise. So every time you lift your heel, I want you to focus the bottom of your glutes, squeezing and releasing, because we want the glute to separate from its hamstring. They should not blend as one muscle. So this is going to give you that great little lift between the two muscles in the back of the leg. Great job. That's 1 minute, and bring it down. We're not going anywhere just yet. Let's bring it to the front, to the starting point, to the front, and down. So I want you now to make an arc with your leg. A rainbow, an arc, a half moon, a crescent, whatever your visual is going to be for this move, I would like you to grab onto it. Again, we're tracing the same size of that shape. We're finding control in our abs, being strong in the arms. Five seconds, friends. Sit back, sit down. Good job. Now we're going to focus on that other side. Okay, we're going to go in a few seconds, so get yourself stretched. Open up the knees a little bit. Extend those arms, sink your hips back onto your heels. I want you to breathe. Okay, finding our position. Hands underneath shoulders, strong table here, okay? We have a nice long back. Keeping the hips square, take those feet just underneath the hips so you're supported. That front leg, if I turned, is going to be moving. So here we go, up and down. So now your opposite leg is doing the same exact thing as you originally were doing. Heel drives up, foot is flexed, toe just grazes the ground. Squaring our hips towards the floor so they're not turning or opening here. Being strong with our upper body and pulling our shoulders away from our ears so we can stay nice and long. In 15 seconds, we're going to go for 1 minute of that arc. So we're going to get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to arc up to the front, come back to where we were. Lifting up and around. Good job. So I really want you to feel this leg to be extended as far as it can go. When you're lifting your leg, you should feel every muscle contract. And the movement is being done by your glute and hip. Lifting up and squeezing your back end, tapping down, keeping those hips square. 15 seconds left. Child's pose, sit back and stretch. If you're going to use a band on this next stretch or on this next move, it's fire hydrant. So you can place that tube around the top of your thighs if you need extra resistance. If you don't have a tube today, you can take a dumbbell. You can actually place it behind the knee. You would grip onto that dumbbell, and then you can just hold it like so for the side raise, okay? So let's get started. I'm gonna face the front so you guys can see me maybe slightly better. So I would like you to come down again, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, back is flat, and we are gonna go onto your right side. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So the knee is gonna come up to your highest point, and then it's gonna graze the ground. So I never want that knee to touch the ground or rest. You're gonna focus on not shifting your weight to your supporting arm and leg. I need you to even it out. So those 3 points of balance are equal with your weight today. So those arms are being activated as we're here. And so is that core. Perfect. Now with this leg being extended to the side and those abs are braced, I'm gonna show you your next move. You're gonna take it, kick it out. Kick it out. So join me when you're ready. We have 30 seconds, extending the right leg out. So it's going to look like that on the side profile. And I'm going to come back to the middle. You have 10 seconds left here, and then we're going to switch to the other side. So have control of your leg when you push out, pull in. 3, 2, 1, drop it down, lift up, other side. So we're fire hydrating on the left side or the opposite leg that you were on. We are here for 60 seconds. If you need to stretch it out, stretch it out. Every lift, I want you to think about what you want your glutes to look like. Not only that, but I want you to think of how powerful your glutes are and the main jobs it does for you. It allows you to run. It allows you to move. It gives you support in everything that you do. Strong glutes, healthy life, right? So this is why we're doing this today. So 15 seconds, and then we're going to take it to that extension. Get ready, watch, we're going to extend, pull in. Begin now. So what's happening with your supported leg? The leg that's holding you there. It should start feeling a little tense because there should be a bite in it because you already worked it. And now you're just holding your body weight on it. So it's looking for a stretch, and you're going to get that stretch in 5 seconds. 3, 2, sit back, drop it down. Great work, everybody. You're doing awesome. We have one more move. Let me just jump to that. You have one more move. So we are going to take this. We're going to go back into our hands and knees like we were. If you don't want to be up on top, you can even come down onto your forearms. Find your position that's best for you. I personally like them on the elbows on the floor for this month. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. The front leg is going to drive upward. Okay, so as you can tell, my toe is pointed, but you can also flex your foot. You're going to lower your knee above your calf and then drive your heel to the ceiling, keeping your hips square to the floor. All right, team, we are going to go for a little love here. This is our last move on each side. So let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Pick it up, lower it down. Pick it up, lower it down. Good job. So that knee is going to just brush the outside of the calf. Doesn't even have to touch. It's just that where your range of motion will be. You're pushing that heel upward. You're doing amazing. So I'm going to distract you for a moment. Here's what's going to happen. I'm creating a 15-day abdominal challenge starting May 1st. More info will be coming. But every day for 15 days, there will be a live stream for pure core focus. And the class is going to take place at night during the week and in the morning on the weekends. So I just wanted to give you that heads up. 3, 2, of course, we're not done with this leg. Let's go out, pull in, out, pull in. So now my leg is in line with my butt. I flex my foot, I pull my heel in. Keep it going. Keep those hips square to the floor. Holy cow, this feels awesome. Totally miss the isolation work in our workouts sometimes. This is just where I need to be. I hope you feel the same. Keep it going. The last 15 seconds is going to be a pulsing move of the first, it's be a pulsing move of the first move. And pulse, up, up, up. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. Yes, you got it, you got it. 3, 2, 1, guess what? We gotta go right to the other leg. Extend, flex, lift up, lift up. Keep flexing, keeping that leg long and straight. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Now that knee comes to the outside. Or down to the calf area, pushing that heel up. Keeping those hips square. Keep driving and squeezing, driving and squeezing. Now here's the thing, we're gonna do this for 30 more seconds because I switched the two moves. And then we're gonna pulse. So you have 30 more seconds of full range. And then we're gonna do little pulses of this move for 30 seconds. And then that's gonna be the end of your glute workout today for Muscle Works. You're doing amazing. Hang on, hang on. Now we have 30 seconds approaching. We're gonna stay in small range. Let's go, my friends, let's lift. Monday afternoon, looking good. Looking good, here we go, 30 seconds on the clock. $20 seconds to go. $10. You have 5 left, right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch, knees open, please. Sit back, child's pose. Let the head rest comfortably onto the floor as you extend your arms forward. Let your hips open nice and wide. Let your toes come together. Let the knees fall out. Take your hands, walk them in towards you. Open the feet, curl yourself up or bounce up. Right here into a wide forward fold. Extending the toes slightly out, keeping the knees soft as you're in up position. Letting your head fall down. Keeping your chest towards your thighs and feeling that stretch down the back of the hamstrings and into the glutes. Walk your feet in, slowly roll up. A little hip shake. Perfect. If you want, you can go into your next glute stretch. You would cross the ankle. You can hold on to something or someone. Sit back and down. You can also do this move on the floor. If you don't feel comfortable standing, you just cross the leg, push the knee open, anchor down into the arms. Keeping the chest lifted allows you to open up that hip. Either way. Switch sides, my friends. Finding that balance again. You guys, I can't wait to see you for Grit Strength on a Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. And check out what's coming up next with me on May 1st. That will be posted through social media, and Jana and I will be talking about it, so we'll get the final details all put together to share with you. Otherwise, let me try that again. Otherwise, everybody, have a fabulous Monday. Please make sure you go stretch. I'll see you later. Bye.
Thanks, Lisa.